Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very special presentation. We are coming to you live tonight from Northwestern High School, just outside of Kokomo, Indiana. Steve Stricker here with Ashley Moore and Phil Dean on camera for us. Ashley, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
It's ought to be a great contest here tonight. We've got the I was going to say Class 3A number 1 Northwestern Tigers, but they're actually the number 1 team in the state in the latest coaches poll over everyone. Quite an accomplishment for Coach Kathy Layton and her Northwestern Lady Tigers. Tonight they welcome in the Golden Eagles from Oak Hill High School, just outside of Marion, Indiana. You know a little bit about the Oak Hill program.
I do. I think both teams have great size. This is going to be a physical matchup between both Northwestern and Oak Hill, and I'm excited to see how everything turns out.
Tonight's game is brought to you with limited commercial interruptions by R.D. Phillip in Kokomo, Indiana. We thank all the fine folks over at R.D. Phillip. R.D. Phillip is a business that has been around since 1985, started by Dick and Fran Phillip. Today, Fran and her son Rick are the owners, and it is a veteran-owned business. Rick is an Air Force veteran and served time in Desert Storm. We thank you, Rick, for your service. They work very closely with the veterans in the Kokomo area. R.D. Phillip provides janitorial supplies to schools, factories, churches, and businesses. They serve a surrounding area all the way from North White, which is up in White County, in Monon area, Lafayette, including Purdue, down to Indy, Elwood, and all the way up to Peru and Logansport. They provide products, but they also have pride in themselves, and their customer service is number 1. They're open from 8 to 5 on Monday and Friday. Stop in during business hours, and they answer the phone directly, not a computer. So they're located at 1236 North Main, right there in Kokomo, Indiana. And we thank everyone with R.D. Phillip for helping bring this game to you tonight. Also want to thank my boss, Scott Sager, for allowing me to do some of these things sometimes that he probably looks at me a little cross-eyed. He's like, why are you going to Northwestern? We cover schools in Fulton County. So just a little background for the folks that may be tuning in to our broadcast for the first time. We are a small community television station that is based out of Rochester, Indiana, about 45 minutes north of here. We have a cable network in Fulton County that we have ourselves. RTC TV4 has 4 channels that we can broadcast on. And then we also broadcast everything on our website, rtc4.com. And we have 8 schools currently that we partner with. Ashley, you're involved with the broadcast from Pioneer. And so Pioneer is one of our new schools. We go from Pioneer, Winnemac, North Miami, Culver Community. Those are our 4 newest schools. And then, of course, our base, we started with Rochester, Tippecanoe Valley, and then we moved to Argus and Caston a few years back. And so now we've got 8 schools. We cover sporting events. We cover events in the school. We have kids that we train, teach how to do broadcasting. And we do everything from the first grade choir concert to the 6th grade band concert to the school board meetings to the semi-state, Pioneer Panthers football game and volleyball game.
Yes.
So
it's great for people out of the area, grandparents that maybe can't make it to games, especially for football because of the weather. And I know for Pioneer we have such a wide alumni base that people all over the world are watching RTC broadcasts. I know there's Japan and South Africa that are loyal viewers to RTC.
There was quite the array. We can actually get on our website after a broadcast and kind of get an idea of where people were watching. And we counted up something in the neighborhood of 13 countries outside of the U.S. where people were watching the Pioneer broadcast. So pretty amazing. Also, I think we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 different states where people were watching. So it's pretty popular. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we got a great game on hand here tonight. Didn't say Oak Hill that comes in. They're number 2 in Class 2A, and they're going to be looking to, shake the world up a little bit, so to speak, here tonight. So I got a chance to talk to Coach Layden a little bit here in the during the JV game, so I'm going to go ahead and play that for you right now. So we'll take about 5 minutes here to talk to the head coach of the Northwestern Lady Tigers, Kathy Layden. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome here to the pregame show. We're joined by the Northwestern Lady Tigers head coach, Kathy Layden. And Kathy, you're probably looking at us like, what are you guys doing down here a little bit? There's a little bit of a tie-in with RTC. Amanda Cotter, her daughter, plays with my youngest at Indiana's Best.
Okay.
And we do broadcast. We have 8 schools up in Fulton, Pulaski, Cass County that we partner with. And my boss is kind enough to let me come out and do some off games like this where I look and see, okay, Oak Hill against you guys. So talk a little bit about, you guys just were put into the top spot in the latest coaches poll over all the 4A schools. So talk a little bit about your season.
I mean, we've definitely had a challenging schedule this season, which is exactly what we wanted. As far as the coaches polls and things like that go, I mean, it's obviously very humbling and it's an honor, that people recognize our girls and the ability they have. But we all know, the polls don't mean much, obviously, when you get into games. And, just like tonight's game, I mean, it's gonna be a fantastic game. And, we're going to have a great crowd here, great atmosphere for a high school game.
Yeah, this is an Oak Hill school that maybe thought they could do it a little bit more in the postseason the last couple years. So they're going to be hungry. They've got a couple girls that are seniors this year that are really going to be wanting to make a statement tonight.
Sure. I mean, they've got a great coach. They've got a great program, and like you said, not just the last couple years. They've been a program that year in and year out are able to produce quality teams and quality players that not only play in high school but then go on to have great college careers as well.
So you guys had a pretty nice little tournament over at Newcastle a few weeks ago. Knocked off Homestead out of Allen County. They were the 4A #1 team at the time, and I got the chance to watch some of that on IHSA TV, and that was quite a performance over there.
Well, obviously being invited to play in the Hall of Fame was humbling in itself, and such an honor, not only for our girls but for our school and our community, and I couldn't be prouder of the effort the girls put forth, to play 2 games in a day against teams like Bedford, North Lawrence, and Homestead. Like you mentioned, with Homestead being ranked #1 at the time, and they've got a great team, and we were very fortunate to come out on top in that game.
Well, it was a fun game to watch, and definitely a great result. And you guys are obviously looking to go back-to-back here in state championships. So the best of luck to you there. Actually started kind of following your career a couple years ago. My daughter was getting ready to go to semi-state for Argus, and we were going to play Tri-Central. And so, of course, in doing the research on, I knew where Tri-Central was, but doing the research, obviously pulled up a lot of stuff. And I wish I had the video right now, but the old hamburger helper commercial, that was
I'm glad
neat.
you don't. No.
I could probably find it before we get going.
That's
if you
great.
want. But
That's
no, it was neat, and obviously you had a great run down there. And talk a little bit about the family aspect of coaching here at Northwestern. Obviously your husband's involved, your daughter, and I mean it's just such a family atmosphere.
Yeah, and it always has been. I mean, I've been playing sports obviously since I was young. Then my dad was a coach at Taylor High School, and was always one of our coaches with things. And when I first started coaching at Tri-Central, my dad was my assistant coach for many years. This is actually the first year that I haven't coached with my dad also being on the bench with us. But my husband joined the staff when I was still coaching at Tri-Central. Madison and my other daughter McKenna have been at our practices since they've been born, basically. And we just we really enjoy sports. The competitiveness. Everything about just being together. It is definitely something that I feel very fortunate to be able to have my family here with me.
And it probably has some challenges at times. I know I've coached 2 of my 3 daughters, and there's days where you probably want to pull your hair out a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, not every day is a fantastic day in the world of sports, but I feel like we just try to we try to treat Madison just like all the other players, obviously, and we're just fortunate to be here. We've got a great group of kids, and they work hard, and it does make everything a lot easier, obviously.
Well, I really appreciate her choice of schools. I'm a former Boiler, so
nice.
I appreciate that, and wish her the best of luck as she moves on there. They've got a really good young team.
Yeah.
I know a lot of those girls. My middle daughter that I told you about played for Indiana Flight for a few years.
Oh.
And so some of those girls were up on the higher end team, obviously, but so I know a lot of those girls from watching them play down there.
Yeah, Madison actually played on the Indiana Flight Thunder with Cassidy Harden and Kiana Traylor.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of an attraction too for her to be able to go there and play with kids that she's familiar with and that she really enjoyed just being around as people.
Yeah. Great group of kids, great coach over there, so I'm sure
Absolutely.
she's going to have a great time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you coming up here. I know you got things to do, getting ready for the game, so I appreciate you taking a minute of your time for us.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you very much. Coach Kathy Layton of the Northwestern Lady Tigers, and we're going to go back to some more pregame here from Northwestern High School here in just a moment. All right, everybody, welcome back here to Northwestern High School. Here we got about 5 minutes to go before the game time. Actually, this is going to be a good one here.
This is going to be a great physical game between 2 very well-coached teams and very physical, big teams.
You can look down the roster on both sides. You got Hasty from Oak Hill. She's going to Huntington to play next year. Got Trexler going to IWU to play next year. Of course, you've got Layden going to Purdue. She's still a junior, as is Kendall Bostic. She's going to Michigan State. You've got Claire Merrill. She's got offers on the table from Bethel, IWU, and Taylor. Katie Neer is going to Lake Forest up in Michigan. Ellie Boyer is going to Butler to play softball. I mean, you just look down the list, and Allison Miller is one of the top golfers in the state. So it's just an athletic field here between both schools.
Oh, absolutely. We're in for a really good game today.
So I want to thank everyone for their hospitality down here at Northwestern. It's been been very hospitable here. They were. I called up and asked the athletic director if we could come down here and film, and sure. and came down earlier this week and did some testing. Everything went great, and they were ready for us. They gave us a nice spot up here in the gym. You can see the angle's pretty good. It's a pretty full house here tonight for, what is it, Wednesday night?
Yeah, we definitely saw the crowd's going to be into it from the JV game. The JV game was close, I think. Well, Oak Hill won by 3, I believe.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
Yeah, I think 28-26 ended up being the final.
Very competitive. The crowd's definitely into it. This is a great opportunity for Oak Hill. When I was trying to get ready for tonight, I could only find one game this season live streamed anywhere. So hopefully the Oak Hill community's on here and being able to see what our girls can do.
Yeah, we're going to be pretty neutral here just because we're at Northwestern. We don't really have a dog in the fight, so to speak. We just I love girls basketball. I've got 3 daughters. One of them is playing college basketball at Trine right now. One of them is in 6th grade, and she plays a lot of basketball. And I just really love the girls' game. I love watching the guys have gotten to the point where it's just about being athletic.
Yes.
It's not so much about the fundamentals of the game anymore. And the girls don't have the ability to go up and throw one down and that stuff generally. And I really like that. And I like the technical aspect of the girls' game. And they don't get any better than these 2 teams right here.
Absolutely. I actually just had this conversation with my husband that the purest form of athletics is the high school, maybe college level. It's much more fundamentally sound. I'm a big high school, college sports fan. I don't really care too much for the professional level and the theatrics of it.
Yeah. The Lady Tigers come in, like we said, they're number 1 in the state in the latest coaches poll over 4A schools. And they're 16-2, and you talked about it a little bit, off the air. Both of those losses came over in Ohio to Newark and Lakota West, and you said they're massive schools.
They're huge schools. Lakota West is a Cincinnati suburb. I think it said it had like 2,000 kids, and then Newark is about 2,000. It's a Columbus suburb. So, just massive schools and good quality programs. I know Lakota West has been good for a long time in Ohio.
Yeah, 16 wins, 2 losses for the Lady Tigers. Oak Hill comes in with 15 wins and 2 losses. They lost on November 6th at Marion by 1. And then they lost to Fort Wayne South, a 4A school, just on December 20th. And that was a close game, too. They only lost that by 7. So both of these schools, one thing that I noted here as I was looking, the Todd Law, the head coach at Oak Hill, he's in his 32nd year overall. Kathy Layden in her 19th year overall. So you combine those two, you got 51 years of coaching experience, and between them you got 575 wins. It's just amazing.
Absolutely. Both of these teams are very well coached. Obviously, Northwestern had this success last year. Oak Hills came up short, but they've had some good programs.
That was the championship for Northwestern. It was Kathy Layden's first here, but she had 3 in a row in the early 2000s down at Tri-Central High School. And we're going to get our lineups here. We're going to get underway. So they're going to start off with the visitors here from Oak Hill.
Number 11, Audrey Lee.
So they're going to do the non-starters first. Number 11, Audrey Leak. Number 13, Kalina Selick. Number 23, Lexi Carmichael. Number 25, Abby Shaw.
Holly Gillespie.
Number 35, Holly Gillespie.
41, Carly Biddle.
Number 41, Carly Biddle.
Kate Horniker.
Number 45, Kate Horniker.
Andrea Wilk.
51, Andrea Wilk. And 53, Marissa Wilk. That is your Oak Hill non-starters.
At a guard, number 15, Brittany.
Your first starter, a senior, number 15, Brittany McCorkle.
At another guard, number 21, Janessa.
Another senior, number 21, Janessa Hasty.
At a forward, number 31, Kayla Roby.
Another senior, number 31, Kayla Roby.
Number 33, Adriana Trexler.
Another senior, number 33, Adriana Trexler.
43, Taylor Westgate.
And the lone junior, number 43, Taylor Westgate.
And now for the home team on the scoreboard, your very own Northwestern Tigers.
And the Lady Tigers
The non-starters. Number 12, Ellie Boyer.
Got number 12, Ellie Boyer, non-starter.
21, Kate Miller.
Junior number 21, Kate Miller.
Number 30 in our hearts, Stephanie Burns.
Number 30, senior Stephanie Burns.
42, Allison Miller.
Number 42, senior Allison Miller.
Novalee Lore.
Number 43 is senior Novalee Lore.
Jenna Lore.
And Jenna Lore.
In uniform, Audrey Cutter. Number 20, Leah Carter.
Audrey Cutter, Leah
Number
Cotter.
40, Maddie Butler.
Maddie Butler.
And now for your starter.
And the Northwestern Lady Tigers starters.
A 5'8" junior, number 10, Claire Merrill.
5'8" junior, scoring 7.5 a game, Claire Merrill.
And another guard, a senior, a 5'5", number 11, Katie.
Another senior, number 11, 5'5", scoring 9.9 a game, Katie Neer.
And another guard, a 5'6" junior, number 13, Sarah Heber.
A junior, number 13, Sarah Heber.
And center, a 6'1" junior, number 44.
Standing 6'1". She's going to be going to Michigan State in a couple years. Wearing number 44, scoring 18.8, Kendall Bostic.
A 6'1" junior.
Another 6'1" junior, wearing number 33, leading scorer for the team, coach's daughter, 21.8 points per game, 6.9 assists, Madison Layden.
Assisted by Jeff Layden.
That's just amazing to me, Ashley. 6'1" point guard. Not only does she score 21 a game, 7 assists a game, 5 steals a game, shoots 87% from the free throw line. What can't that kid do?
Exactly. You know, with stats like that, it shows a super high basketball IQ. She can do it all.
Of course, like Coach Layden said, you know, she's been in the gym from day one. You know, she was probably in a car seat in the gym when she was very young. So here we are, the Lady Tigers with the tip. Nice defensive effort there. That's going to go out of bounds. Well, they're going to say off of Oak Hill. It looked like it might have went off of Layden there, but Lady Tigers going to retain the possession. Back up top, Layden passes it to the left wing. And a shot for Layden on the right wing, good for 3. So a little full court pressure here for the Lady Tigers, and right away they're causing trouble with Oak Hill. Looks like a walk, no call, wide open down in the paint. McCorkle was jumping up and down like a girl that was wide open in the paint. I mean, she was, but they had the pressure on there. You got 2 6'1" girls in front of you. What are you going to do? You can't see anything.
You're going to get right down in those trees.
Nice left-hander, and the point's good for Westgate. So both teams now on the board. Northwestern leading 3-2. Actually, I was watching the game with Northwestern over at Newcastle, and Layden just came out. There's Bostic from 15, puts that one in. Layden came out and just drained like 3 threes right out of the gate, and it wasn't even like she was shooting.
She's got such a pretty shot, too.
Oh, it's beautiful and fluid. Steal there by the Tigers, and there's a steal right back for Oak Hill, so a couple turnovers.
Oak Hill's a pretty scrappy team, too. I saw on John Harrell's site, they're actually number 1 in the state for defensive average.
Yeah.
So they know how to, their defense is pretty top-notch. However,
nice fake there, but Trex are unable to control it. Gets it back inside. Little Euro step that time by Westgate, and I think she's going to get a foul, maybe go to the line for 2 here.
Claire Merrill, her first, team first. At the line shooting 2 for Oak Hill, Taylor Westgate.
Westgate at the line shooting 2. She's good on the first. That foul was on Merrill, her first, team's first. So Westgate good on both free throws. She's got all 4, doesn't she?
yes.
Again, we want to thank R.D. Phillip and Kokomo for sponsoring tonight's game. Brought to you with limited commercial interruptions here from Northwestern High School. And appreciate everybody that's tuning in here on RTC TV4 and RTC4.com. And there's a poke away right there. Good job on the defense by Trexler. Little lob inside. Westgate's triple teamed. But the Lady Eagles are able to keep the ball.
Near able to get a hand in on that.
Nice pass in the paint, but not much you can do with Bostic standing right there. It's going to be tipped out. Oh, they're going to say it was off of Oak Hill. I thought it went off of Heaver. So the Lady Tigers, 5:15 left to go, have the 5-4 advantage here early in the first quarter. Oh, the backdoor pass. Layden, nice little quick pass over. I think she was just a little too unselfish on that one.
Yes, I think she should have went ahead and went up on that one.
She's athletic enough. I think she could have just probably finished that in the air, not even it came down.
Yes.
But very unselfish player, for sure. And the pass there by Trexler is off the mark, quickly up the other end, and there is Bostic. Puts that one in from the left side. Oak Hill breaks the pressure. Northwestern able to get back quickly, though. Up top to McCorkle. Resets the offense. Little hybrid zone, it looks like here. Maybe 2-3, 3-2 slash zone here for the Lady Tigers. Into the paint, nice pass into Westgate. She's got Bostic on her back, and the left hand goes in for Westgate. She's got 6, and they're trail Northwestern by 1. 4:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Near finds a lane in the paint. Little teardrop, doesn't go. McCorkle with the rebound. Shortest girl on the floor gets that rebound in the paint. Up top to McCorkle. Three-pointer, looks like it was tipped. McCorkle's able to corral the loose ball. Really like what I'm seeing out of McCorkle. She's a scrappy little player.
She's very scrappy. She's quick.
What did they have her listed at? Is it listed in there? She can't be but about 5'4".
I think she's listed at 5'4".
Yeah. It's hard to gauge with all these 6-footers out here.
I think they gave her an inch. They've got her at 5'5".
Oh. Well, we'll go with the 5'5" there. It's like I said, it's a little off. You're just not used to seeing so many 6-footers,
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2" on the girls' floor. So Layden's going to reset. Pass left wing drive, 15-footer off the mark. Rebound come away with by Merrill. Near back up top, over to Merrill. Right wing, Layden's going to come up and reset it, but almost stolen there by McCorkle. Layden goes into the paint, no good on the first, gets the rebound, puts it in for 2. Take another look at that one right there.
This time we'd like to share with you that basket. Madison Layden becomes the Ladies' all-time leading scorer here at Northwestern with 1,333 points.
Well, that was a good one to get our first replay on,
Yes.
Ashley. It was Madison Layden's all-time leading scorer here at Northwestern High School with that bucket. That was the first time we've run instant replay here on RTC4.com, so I picked a good time.
Absolutely. There's been some great players that have come through Northwestern, and Layden still has a year and a half.
Yeah.
A season and a half, I should say.
Yeah, well, maybe not a half, but it's
close.
over a season.
Yeah.
Well, you throw in, they're probably going to have a few postseason games that would be pretty close to a half. So, hey, that was cool right there. 2:41 left to go. Northwestern leads 9-6. Madison Layden just became the all-time leading scorer here for Northwestern High School. Congratulations to Madison Layden. And like I told Coach Layden, nice catch. Unable to finish Westgate, but she's going up strong. There's going to be a foul on the floor. I don't know if they're going to get Bostic or they might get Miller on that.
Number 42.
They're going to get Miller. That'll be her first.
Team second.
Nice inbounds play and an easy bucket that time for Roby. Pulls the Lady Eagles back to within 1, 2:15 left here. 9-8 is your score. Oak Hill is playing very tough here against the #1 team in the state. So Layton's going to reset it up top. Works her way down into the paint. That one's going to be blocked by Trexler, but they're going to call a foul on Trexler. It's going to send Layton to the line shooting 2. It looked like a lot of ball right there, actually.
I thought that was pretty clean there.
Yeah.
Team first at the line shooting 2 for Northwestern, Madison Layton.
Puts the first one in. Gives Northwestern 10. She's got 3, right?
Layton has 6.
6. Oh, that's right. The first one was a 3. So her 7th point is good. So 11-8, right at 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. So Oak Hill hanging in there, trailing by 3, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. McCorkle, nice pass. Oh, Westgate can't handle it. That was a great look there. That's a set play for Oak Hill. So my boss's boss, Scott Sager, his boss, Joe McCarter, his dad was a longtime coach at Converse back in the day. So that's another reason that they were able to, give us kind of the okay here to come do this. Oak Hill obviously has matriculated into the Oak Hill. So want to give Joe a big shout out for allowing us to come down here, as well as Scott. And thank you for coming in here. You got the tie into to Oak Hill and pulled Phil out of his easy chair for the night. So he's back in the camera. He's been producing stuff for us at Argus. Old camera guy at heart, though. He loves running the camera. McCorkle, they're looking in hard, trying to get it into the paint right there. Hasty was the target that time. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, be Oak Hill's ball. Hasty's going to take it baseline right. Up top, Trexler gets into the paint, looking for some help. Nice pass, good post up that time by Westgate. She had the Northwestern player Bostic sealed on her back. Great post up. So that brings Lady Golden Eagles to within 1 here with 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bostic's got her sealed off right there. Power play in with the left hand, puts it in for 2.
Bostic's just so strong in the paint.
You've got to do your work on defense. I tell my girls all the time, you got to do your work on defense before the pass, and Bostic just sealed the girl great. And that one was missed that time by Westgate.
And we have a steal by Roby.
And Oak Hill needs to just settle down a little bit. They're just a little bit out of control right now. 10.8 left to go. Northwestern has a 3-point lead, 13-10. They're going to inbounds over. Near's going to inbounds it here to Layton on the far sideline, right in front of their bench. Layton's going to come up. Trexler's on her. Layton, no good. Rebound, Bostic, but they're going to call the foul. Let's take another look at that one. Nice rebound there by Bostic. The putback no good, but she's going to be at the line here shooting 2 as the clock reads 0. So everybody goes over to their bench. Kendall Bostic at the line here with no time left in the first. Puts the first free throw in. And off on the second. So at the end of 1, Northwestern leads 14-10. We are going to take one quick commercial break here and thank the folks over at Coca-Cola for their sponsorship of all 8 of our schools.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
All right, welcome back here to Northwestern High School. Start of the second quarter. Ashley, give us some first quarter numbers here.
For Northwestern, we have Madison Layton with 7 and Bostic with 7 as well, and they're the only 2 that have scored. And then for Oak Hill, we have Roby with 2 and Westgate with 8. For the most part, pretty clean game, just 2 fouls apiece for each team.
There's a nice runner in the lane by Hasty, and pulls the Oak Hill team to within 2, 14-12 here early in the second quarter. Layton from the left wing, good for 3. Second 3 of the game for Madison Layton. She's got 10 now?
10.
Yeah, 10 here shortly into the second quarter for Layton.
And with a player like Layton, you just absolutely cannot leave her wide open.
Well, the Golden Eagles were able to break the press. Nice pass up ahead, but Trexler unable to put that one in.
Bostic to try her hand, and off the mark.
6:49 left to go in the first half. It's 17-12 Northwestern lead here. Oak Hill with the ball. Corkle brings it across. Actually, that's Hasty. Brings it across, gets it up to Trexler. Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Want to thank the fine folks at RD Phillip in Kokomo, Indiana for sponsoring tonight's game here at Northwestern. Oh, that's a travel.
Yes.
A nice little up and under move until that last step there. Westgate needed to put that down on the ground. Not a lot of turnovers. Do you have turnovers?
I wasn't keeping them.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I think that's about the 3rd or 4th, for the Golden Eagles, so not too bad. So Northwestern back at it, 6:12 left to go in the half. 17-12. Another shot here in the left wing. We got a foul on the block out. I think they're going to get Roby on the block out.
Fouls on number 31, Kayla Roby.
Should be her first, 3rd team foul on Oak Hill. Layton's going to inbounds here, baseline left, gets it into Bostic, back to Layton, back over, and the 10-footer is good for Heaver. Nice ball movement right there. You saw those 2 6'1" girls. And the steal and the put in for Near. And just like that, the Northwestern lead has ballooned to 9, 21-12. That's the thing that Northwestern can do. They can put up points in a hurry, and you saw it on that last play down there. Very unselfish.
Yes. They have great ball movement. With such big name players, it can be, sometimes you see selfishness, and they're definitely in it for the team and for the team to do well.
You saw Layton inbounds it to Bostic, back to Layton, over to Heaver, and, the little 10-footer was good for her. And Trexler off the mark, rebound goes to the Tigers. Merrill gets it. Nice. Oh, good job there by Westgate. Layton had Bostic open right there. Corkle up to Westgate, free throw line. Good. She's got, how many she got now?
She's got 10, Westgate.
Westgate's got 10 of the 14 Oak Hill points, 5:14 left to go here in the first quarter. Steve Stricker, Ashley Moore, Phil Dean running camera for us tonight. Over the top to Bostic, nice power play. Left hand is good for Bostic. Heaver gets the assist on that one. And the full court pressure. Now, how do you react against a 6'1" girl that can move the way that Layton does?
Right.
I mean, it's got to be tough. You're a 5'8", 5'9" guard, and trying to go up against somebody 6'1" that can move just as good as you. It's a challenge for everybody.
Yes.
Good offensive rebound there by Oak Hill. Another opportunity there. McCorkle looking. Swings it back out. Left wing. Off the mark. Rebound. Weak side. Trexler. 10-footer on the baseline is good. Trexler brings Oak Hill back to within 7. 23-16. 4:12 left to go in the first half. Layden's going to reset it here for the Lady Tigers. Merrill, right wing this time. Layden, she gets knocked down, no call. And the pressure up to McCorkle. McCorkle gets it over to Westgate, left corner. Got an opportunity there for Shaw for a second, passed it up. Into Westgate, she's going to try and make a move on both Bostic and Layden. Decides better of it. Trap in the corner. Gets it out. 3 left wing, no good for Trexler. Nice job by Westgate, getting another offensive rebound for Oak Hill. McCorkle's going to reset it. Gets it back up to Trexler, over to the right wing. McCorkle looks in, shot is off the mark by Roby, but there's going to be a foul on the play. Let's take another look at that one. So that foul going to be on Layden. That's going to be the first foul on Madison Layden. It's going to send number 31, Kayla Roby, to the line. Shooting 2 with 3:08 left to go in the first half. Off on the first. We got some subs coming in here.
Nobley Lore, Ellie Boyer, and Allison Miller. And for Oak Hill, Marissa Wilk and Janessa Hasty.
So 3 new players here for Northwestern. We'll get those here. Allison Miller, Novale Lore, and who was the other one that came in? Ellie Boyer, it looks like, number 12, a sophomore. And then Hasty come back in, it looks like.
Hasty and Wilk are in.
Hasty and Wilk. Which Wilk? Nice rebound put back there by Bostic. So 53, Marissa Wilk. You said they're sisters, Andrea and Marissa?
Twins.
Twin sisters.
6-foot twin sisters.
And back up top, 25-16, 2:19 left to go in the first half. Northwestern with the 9-point lead. Oak Hill trying to find something. Trexler up top. Gets it back over to Shaw. Back over here into the right wing. Back up top to Shaw. Shaw is definitely hasn't really looked for a shot opportunity yet.
No.
Trexler from 3 right up top, off the mark. Rebound, and of course Bostic has a little advantage right there. She pulls that one down. Layden going paint. Off the glass, nice rebound Bostic. Kicks it back out, and one to Boyer. Let's take another look at that one by Ellie Boyer. And one opportunity here on the foul. The foul's going to be on Wilk. It'll be her first.
43, Taylor Westgate and Andrea Wilk. At the line, looking for the hoop and harm, Ellie Boyer.
11-point Northwestern lead. Off the mark on that one. Rebound goes to Wilk. Shaw on the right wing gets it into Wilk and tipped out of bounds off of Bostic. Going to stay Oak Hill's ball here on the right baseline. Pretty good game here. Northwestern with a 11-point lead, 1:25 left to go here in the first half. Nice inbounds play. Westgate gets the roll. Brings it to a 27-18, cuts it to 9. Oak Hill's hanging in here, Ashley.
Yeah, you know, Westgate's played pretty good tonight. She's got a tall task.
Literally.
Yeah, being up against Bostic.
Yep.
And she's
Well, she's
playing
no
pretty
slouch.
good.
She
Yeah.
goes 6 foot herself, but
Right.
Bostic is just really, really strong.
Yes.
Nice power move on the offensive glass. It's going to be off of, boy, that looked like it was off of Layden. Let's see if we can still catch that and see where that went off of on the replay here. No, wow, that was a good call. I saw that on the replay right there. Yeah, that was a good call. It looked like Layden, and a lot of the folks in the crowd wanted Layden, but it.
Yeah, the crowd's getting a little antsy for Ocala right now.
Yeah. So props to the officials there on that one. 30 seconds to go. 27-18 Northwestern lead. Looks like they're willing to just kind of work into a last-second shot. Maybe not. Layden right up top hits it for 3. Is that 13 or 16?
That would be 18.
18 for Layden. 10 seconds left. Trexler is going to draw a foul on Bostic with 7.1 seconds left. Kendall Bostic with her hands raised in the air. What am I supposed to do? And she just a little bit too much body is going to send Trexler to the line to shoot 2. Try and cut into this 12-point Northwestern lead here with 7 seconds left. And the first free throw is good here for Trexler. She's got to have, what, 10?
Trexler?
Yep.
No, Trexler only has 3.
Oh, that's only 3. Okay, Westgate's probably got 12.
Yeah.
Last second shot, and of
My
course,
goodness.
just like it was supposed to happen,
Yeah.
let's take another one at that. Madison Layden pouring them in. Is that 21 here in the half?
We got 19.
19 for
19.
Layden at the half. 33-19 here for Northwestern. And I'm going to take your headset for a moment.
All
I
right.
got a nice lady here from R.D. Phillip, and we're going to talk a little bit about R.D. Phillip. Phil, you want to flip her around here? All right, we got a little. All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
All right,
me?
yep, tell everybody your name.
Okay, I am Miranda Rude. I am a sales rep and a customer service rep over at R.D. Phillip. Sorry.
It's all right. So we have done a lot here already this evening talking about. We've got your logo up here in the corner of the screen, and we really, really appreciate you guys sponsoring tonight's game here with the Lady Tigers and the Lady Golden Eagles. So talk a little bit about R.D. Phillip, what they do, and obviously a huge community supporter, veteran-owned business. So I'll let you kind of take the floor.
Okay, so we really appreciate you having us sponsor. Having us sponsor you, giving us the opportunity to do that. So we are a veteran-owned and enterprise business over in North Kokomo. We're located on 1236 North Main Street, and actually our owner is here with his son right now.
Where's he at?
He's actually sitting over there. He's in the green, and his son is in the plaid shirt over there.
Okay.
So that is Rick Phillip. He and his mom actually own the company right now.
Yeah.
And that was started in 1985. So we kind of started a new line. It's called Black Widow. And we've been doing this for about a little over a year now. So a portion of the profits of the sale of those machines goes to a vet in need.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people pick Jackson Street Commons here in Kokomo, and they just donate. It ranges from a different portion. So if the machine is a little bit more expensive, then we'll give a little bit more. But they actually get to choose, and if they have a vet who they want to give it to, they're more than welcome to do that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we deliver all the way from Lafayette. We deliver to all over Purdue, to the north side of Indy, and we range from east and west. It's crazy. It's everywhere. So we do a lot of that. I know we have a huge run tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which schools are back in session, so that's really good for us. But we do a lot of that, and also, let's see. So we are a veteran-owned business company because Rick is actually an Air Force vet.
Right.
He was in the Air Force for 24 years, and so it's very important for him to not only give back to the community, but to give back to those vets. So he really appreciates everyone's business. I mean, we're a family company.
Yeah.
So we really enjoy that.
Well, I've seen you and Amanda on Facebook, and I tell you what, if you guys go to RD Phillip on Facebook, it's quite a hoot.
Yeah, we have fun.
Kind of nonchalant here tonight. I told Amanda that she needed to come up, and you guys, you need to reprise your Boston accents a little bit here and get going this afternoon. We got 6 minutes of halftime here. We can go all crazy, right?
I know. I told her she needs to get a little dance ready, get there on the floor.
We could do the halftime right out there on the floor, have it live on rtc4.com, and all the world to see. So
yes, yeah, Amanda. I told her she needed to come up here and do this with me, but she's watching her daughter.
Right. I understand that, and it's neat because her younger daughter, I don't know if it's her youngest daughter, Haley.
Haley, yeah.
Yeah, she plays with my youngest daughter over at Indiana's Best. That's kind of our connection and how I thought of you guys to start with. And when I texted her, messaged her on Facebook, and they said, yeah, let's do it. And so what are some of the other things that you guys, what are some of the products? You guys do all kinds of janitorial supplies.
Yes. So we range from hospital grade and commercial grade products. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to private label those products to offer it to different people, so we didn't have to take other people's names and we didn't want to take other people's prices. We wanted to make it what's best for them.
Right.
So a lot of our sales reps, they will get together and they will quote different prices, and we just try to work best with what the client wants. So we range. I mean, we go from education, hospitality, healthcare, religious organizations. We actually run a majority of the products at the Jackrabbit Stadium.
Really?
So I know they're doing the ice skating rink right now.
Yeah.
So we supply all of their products there. I mean, there's so much more to janitorial supplies than I thought of.
Right.
Ever since I started working here. I've been working here for about 6-7 months now, and there's so much to learn. It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, we like to, I mean, we just kind of, we supply to Haynes, Chrysler, FCA, again, all of Purdue fraternities and sororities, so it's a big load. Right.
Well, I know, and then we talked about this, I don't know if you were listening the other day when I was in, but back in 2004, as a young business owner, I was starting my own business as doing industrial supplies, and I needed somebody to find some of those things that I was supplying to contractors, floor sweep and some other things, and RD Phillip fit that need for me, and I used, they helped me along the way and really gave me a lot of good advice, and so I appreciated that, so I've been dealing with them, I haven't really recently, but all the way back to 2004, and just a really good company to deal with.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we really appreciate it. I know Rick can look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, I remember you, even from years ago. And yeah. Amanda, she can tell from the voice. It's crazy how much people make an impact on you.
Yeah. So my camera guy, Phil, he's been producing for us, and he's supposed to be wearing some headsets right now so he can hear what's going on. Can you kind of direct him over? We'll give a shot at your owners.
Yeah,
can you kind of, you might have to go over there.
Okay, so, well, hang on, I'm stuck. Okay, so they are actually.
You can, I'm going to turn her down, and then I'm going to have. So Phil is going to zoom in and over here, we're going to see the owners. They're not paying attention here. This is great halftime. Yeah, that's all right. Just leave it on there. Zoom in on them, Philly.
Attention fans, if you could direct your attention here to the scorekeeper's bench. We had the drawing of basketball autographed by all the ladies on the basketball team. Tonight,
All righty. It's been a while since Phil's been on a camera, so he forgot to put his headset on, but we appreciate that. So, oh, Amanda's going crazy.
Oh, she's dancing.
All right, live TV at its best, right there.
She put on a show for you guys.
You're right. So, well, we're going to pop back in and get some halftime stats, but we appreciate you coming up. We super appreciate you guys sponsoring tonight's game. And if anybody has any questions, tell them your phone number and your address again.
Yeah, okay, so our phone number is 765-459-0311, and we are located on 1236 North Main Street here in Kokomo. It's by the Handlebar. So stop on in, give us a call. You'll hear me.
Check them out on Facebook.
Exactly, check us out on Facebook. Enjoy those videos.
Right, definitely. Well, thanks for coming up,
Thank you so much.
thanks
We
for
appreciate it.
sponsoring us
no
tonight.
Problem.
And
thank you so much.
hopefully we can work with you guys in the future.
Of course, yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. So R.D. Phillip there in Kokomo, what a wonderful company and doing great things for the community and for the veterans as well here in the Kokomo and Howard County region. So Ashley, we got a little bit left here before the half is over, so let's go ahead and get some stats here.
All right, I actually misspoke before halftime. Layden only I shouldn't say only, but has 17.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. I'm not used to
Let's
adding
put her
all
on the
those.
bench. What is she doing?
Man, I'm not used to adding all those threes so quickly.
Right.
Layden has 17, Bostic has 11, and then 2 points apiece for Neer, Boyer, and Heaver. For Oak Hill, we've got 12 for Taylor Westgate, 3 for Trexler, 2 for Roby, and 2 for Hasty. So Westgate's leading the way for Oak Hill, and then obviously Layden and Bostic for Northwestern.
This first few minutes here, the second half, is going to be very important here for Oak Hill. They were outscored 19-9 in the second quarter by Northwestern, and they got to kind of stem the bleeding a little bit here as we get started on the second half if they're going to want to get back into this game down by 14. And that's not going to help them right there. Nice pass into Bostic and puts that one in and increases the lead 35-19.
Oak Hill really got out of sorts when Northwestern picked the pace up, and they have to play their game and not Northwestern's game if they want to stop the bleeding on this.
And this is one of those games. There's a nice put in that time by Roby for Oak Hill. But Northwestern, I mean, they've just played such a tough schedule this year, and they're battle tested. Of course, winning state last year, and I mean they've seen it, they've done it, and then some. So it's pretty amazing watching this team. So Merrill's going to reset it up top here for the Lady Tigers. And a nice drive, can't get it to go. Layden gets her own rebound, puts that one back up, but it's going to be a foul on Westgate. I think that's her second.
Yes.
Whoa, they got McCorkle. Okay, I didn't see her in there, but of course she's only 5'4".
Right.
She was probably underneath Layden as far as around her waist or something there. So Layden puts the first one in.
Got her on the knees or something.
Yeah, I didn't even see her. I thought they were going with Westgate for sure on the body. And, of course, 2 for 2, 87% from the line. She's pretty much money from the free throw line, as she is from about everywhere else on the floor.
If she's got an open look, you can pretty much count on it.
Yeah, so that puts her up to 19 now, right?
Yes.
Nice little backdoor cut. The shot is no good that time for Roby. But she's going to go to the line shooting 2 here for the Lady Golden Eagles. This is an Oak Hill team. Whatever they do tonight, it's not going to matter in the long run as long as they keep competitive. But Roby puts the first one in. But coming down to the sectional, and the neat thing is, they're in the same sectional with two of our schools, North Miami and Rochester. So we're going to be covering probably a lot more Oak Hill before the sectional gets finished. We're going to try and I think cover all of the games. I believe it's over at Manchester this year.
I believe they are at Manchester, yes. And Oak Hill, they're playing well. It's just that they're outmanned.
Well,
these.
you can play really, really good and still get beat by 20 by this Northwestern team. And, that's the thing. They're number one in the state for a reason.
Absolutely.
They've surpassed all the 4A schools as well. So, they're good, and they've got a really good shot at winning 3A again this year, and then they'll be moving up next year into 4A. But man, I tell you, with Bostic and Layton coming up next year as seniors,
it's going to be ridiculous.
They're going to be dangerous in 4A too. And that's a turnover there. Coach Law, imploring the referee for a foul, but not able to get one. So it's going to be Northwestern's ball. 5:58 left to go. 37-23 is your Northwestern Lady Tigers lead. Good defense by Roby right there. And the 15-footer that time by Heber is good for Northwestern, and Layton almost gets a steal. That's the length of Madison Layton right there. You think you're throwing it far enough away from her, and she's just long enough and quick enough to get to that ball. Trexler in a little trouble, gets it across to Roby. Still got Layton on her. She's got to get it across the timeline. That is not where you want to pick up your dribble.
No.
And Coach Law sees that. He's going to call a quick timeout. 5:27 left to go here in the third quarter. Northwestern Lady Tigers lead Oak Hill 39-23, 32nd timeout. And again, we thank all of our fine friends there at R.D. Phillip for their sponsorship of tonight's game. Couldn't do it without them here at Northwestern High School. Steve Stricker with Ashley Moore and Phil Dean, minus his headset.
Yeah.
But fun night.
Both teams, though, are playing well. It's a great game to watch.
Yeah.
It's a much better game than the 39-23 score shows.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of really good defense and some really good, and there's a little jump trap, and Bostic able to jump in front of the pass. Quickly up ahead, and that's not going to go for Layton. Take a quick look at that one again. That was a nice play there, and Bostic with the steal. And 6'1". She's got good vision on the floor too, right there.
That was a beautiful pass to Layton.
Of course, that one good for Madison. That should be 20, I think.
Yep.
I'm guessing this one will go in as well. She doesn't hit much of anything besides just the bottom of that net, I tell you.
It's just such a beautiful, beautiful fluid shot.
Yeah. So Layton with 21 of the 41 here for the Lady Tigers, and they lead 41-23. And another turnover here for Oak Hill. Turnover starting to mount up a little bit here for the Lady Eagles.
I think Northwestern is kind of wearing the Eagles down a little bit.
There's a nice steal that time by McCorkle. Quickly up, Trexler on the wing, going to drive in and put that one in. Nice drive from the baseline that time by Trexler. She's got 5.
Yes, Trexler has 5.
A little off tonight for her, and a nice, she's just so smooth from everywhere right there. 10-footer for Layton. 23 now for the junior. Nice pass up, McCorkle, and Bostic wisely backed off. She was out of position and wasn't going to get the foul.
Any reason to go after her.
That bucket there makes it 43-27, 4:12 left here in the third quarter. Coming to you live tonight from Northwestern High School here in Howard County, just outside of Kokomo, Indiana. Three-pointer on the way, and good for Claire Merrill.
That's her first points of the night.
She's averaging 7.5. There's a nice left-hand layup by Trexler. Trexler's starting to heat up a little bit here for Oak Hill. 46-29 now is the Northwestern lead. 3:37 left. Shot off the mark. Rebound. That's going to be over the back on Bostic. Let's take a quick look at that rebound attempt there again. Oh, I was a little late on the button. Sorry about that.
And number 25, Abby Shaw.
We've got a couple of subs in. Andrea Wilk is in, and Abby Shaw for the Eagles. I missed who came in for Northwestern.
I think Miller looks like she's in. I didn't see her in there before, number 42. And was Boyer in, number 12?
I don't believe so.
Well, Neer is heating up a little bit. She's got a 3. They give her a 3 on that one?
I think that was just a 2.
2 inside the line. Westgate, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. So it's going to stay Oak Hill's ball here on the baseline left with 2:53 left to go. 48-29 Northwestern lead. Having some trouble getting the ball in. Finally do get it into Trexler. Trexler drug her foot, didn't get called there. Play into the paint, get it out to Wilk. Nice move, but there's Layden right there to erase that shot. Is there anything that Layden can't do on the floor?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, my Boilers are getting a good one.
I'm a huge Purdue fan too, so excited for her to put on the black and gold.
There's a great crop of young players over there. Actually, 2 of the players, Dominique Oden and Carissa McLaughlin, help coach the younger girls at Indiana's Best over there, and my daughter plays for Dominique Oden. So that's
so fun.
Pretty neat, you know. So they're actually, you know, putting back into the time, you know.
I love when colleges do that, or professionals for that matter, you know, put back into the community, and you know, that's pretty special for those young girls to be able to work with those people that, you know, are role models to them.
Well, we haven't made it over to a game yet, but we're going to try and get over there. But there was some of the girls from my daughter's team that went over, and they texted Carissa that they were coming, and she gave them the full tour.
Oh,
all
that's
underneath
awesome.
into the locker room, and I mean, it was just, you can imagine a 12-year-old girl was just on the moon with that.
Oh yeah, they'll be talking about that for a long time to come.
Yeah.
And we got a tie up here.
Speaking of 12-year-old girls, she's gonna disconnect. All right, inbounds baseline left here. Trexler on the left wing. Westgate, nice rebound, left hand, no good. Fighting for the rebound, can't get it, and Neer comes out with it. Neer's going to take it all the way to the basket herself.
Bostic with a nice rebound, no call there.
Now they're going to let it go, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Oak Hill.
Kayla Roby and Brittany McCorkle.
Roby and McCorkle going to check back in here for the Lady Golden Eagles. 1:13 left here in the third quarter, 48-29, Northwestern with the lead over Oak Hill. In the right corner, 3, no good for Merrill. Rebound goes back to Northwestern. And let's take a look at that one. They're going to try and get it into Bostic that time.
Number 31, Kayla Roby, her second, team third.
And she was sandwiched right there by 2 Oak Hill Lady Eagles, and they're going to get Roby on the foul. So it's going to be out of bounds here on the baseline right. Madison Layden going to trigger it here for the Lady Tigers. Gets it up top.
Number 51, her first.
Going to have Andrea Wilk get the foul call, her first. It's going to be the 4th team foul on Oak Hill. Lohr inbounds it to Layden. Layden tried to go reverse that time. Northwestern able to get the offensive board. Layden up top and misses everything on that one. Just looked like she might have rushed that one a little.
Yeah, she didn't really look like she was set, and then she kind of short-armed it a little bit.
Yep. Little full court pressure again here by Northwestern. Trexler into the corner. And a little miscommunication. Wilk actually knocked it away. It was a pass intended for McCorkle. So it's going to be a turnover here for Oak Hill. Katie Neer going to check back in, and Madison Layden going to take a break on the bench. She's got, 23 for the night?
I believe so.
23 of the 48 here for the Lady Tigers for Madison Layden. Nice backdoor play and one on the foul. Let's take a look at that again. Beautiful backdoor play that time.
Fouls on number 31, Taylor Ruby, her third.
It's going to be Roby on the foul, her third, and that's going to put Claire Merrill at the line for the and one opportunity here with 23.9 seconds left. Off the mark on that, but the lead 50-29 now. 20 seconds to go here in the third. The pressure taking its toll here on Oak Hill. They're struggling right now just to get it into the half court area where they can even try and get an opportunity.
Yeah, when you're trying to beat a press, you never want to pick up the ball right across the mid-court line, and they've done that, especially against Northwestern. They're going to trap you every time.
5 seconds left here. Shot off the mark, rebound. Trexler with two. Just on the other side of half court, no good. We're going to go to the fourth quarter. Northwestern leads 50-29. Take a quick break and come back here with fourth quarter action. You're watching RTC TV4's coverage of Northwestern and Oak Hill here from Northwestern High School. We'll be back here in just a moment.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
All right, welcome back here. Going into the fourth quarter of play here from Northwestern High School. Steve Stricker with Ashley Moore and Phil Dean on the camera for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in to RTC TV4's coverage here at Northwestern High School. After three, it's the Lady Tigers with the lead 50-29, and it's been a lot of Madison Layden here tonight.
Yeah, a heavy dose of Madison Layden. There's just nothing that she can't hit.
McCorkle gets the steal there for Oak Hill, and double dribble, no call, puts that one in. The ref had his head turned at just the right moment, didn't quite catch the pickup there.
Bit of a gift right there.
Yep. So that makes it 50-31 on the bucket by McCorkle. And going to get a travel on the other end. And that's going to be Katie Neer getting called for the turnover.
And we've got Layden, Bostick, and Boyer coming back in for the Tigers.
Coach Layden wanted to give them a little bit of an extended break, took them out just a little bit before the end of the third, gave them a few minutes into the fourth, or a few seconds into the fourth actually. Bring them back in with 7:09 left to go in the ball game. Nice pass attempt anyway into Westgate, but a nice job of getting over the top of it that time by Bostick. Inbounds to McCorkle. Right baseline. Pass over to Shaw, back up top to McCorkle. That's going to go off of the leg of Madison Layden, be Oak Hill's ball here on the near side. Well, Ashley, it's been a kind of as expected. It's been a great game here tonight. Doesn't really seem like a 19-point Northwestern lead, but Oak Hill has fought. We thought that Northwestern might have a little more firepower than Oak Hill, but the Lady Golden Eagles are going to have a good run here come postseason.
I absolutely agree. They're a scrappy team. They really get after it on both ends, but specifically the defensive end.
Shaw with the three-pointer, no good. Rebound over the top, Bostic. And she just overheighted everybody on that one. She went over the top of Westgate. Didn't go over her back.
Yeah,
went
she was straight up.
Yeah. Layden, nice pass in. Bostic with the power move on the right baseline and puts that one in. She's got to be up around 12 now.
She's got 15.
15, all right.
You know, Bostic and Layden are just such a powerful 1-2 punch.
Nice move by Westgate with the little baby hook. Gets that one to go over Bostic. Yeah, I don't think any coach is going to look at this lineup here from Northwestern and say, yeah, I don't think I want to coach them.
Right, yeah.
It's a blessing, I'm sure, for Coach Layden. And, the girls, I've seen a lot of what these girls do in the off season. As my daughter was a part of the Indiana Flight program. I mean, they work their tails off. They just work.
Oh, absolutely. And even compared to when I was in school, I'll be showing my age if I tell you how long ago, now kids are a lot more specialized. They're playing year-round regardless of what sport it is.
Oh, nice look.
Beautiful.
The vision into Bostic. Take a quick look. That was a great play right there. So Madison Layden puts that one in. McCorkle gets that one to go on the three-pointer on the other end as I was looking at that beautiful pass from Layden. Apologize for that.
Actually, it was Abby Shaw.
Was that Shaw?
Yes.
Okay, 25, not 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So 54-36, 4:43 left to go in the ball game. There's a steal for the Golden Eagles. Hasty going to bring it across. It's going to be a foul called on Northwestern. They're going to call that on the floor. They get Claire Merrill on that, her second. Not really anybody in any kind of foul trouble.
No, it's really been a pretty clean game. They've let them play.
Yeah. Only 8 combined fouls. There's 5 for Oak Hill and 3 for Northwestern for the half. So. And
only 4 in the first half combined between the two teams.
That was a little mistake there by Roby. She threw it right to the defender side hand on Trexler, but they were able to get the deflection and keep it in for Oak Hill. Drive to the paint, and she got her own rebound that time. Roby able to put that one back in. Makes it 54-38. Still got 4:20 left to go here. If Oak Hill can get a few stops, I mean, they're within striking distance. I've seen crazier things.
Yes.
16 down with 4 minutes to go. I mean, it's going to be a tall task, but they can sure make a really tight game of it if they can make a few stops here on Northwestern.
You know, they're definitely not quitting. They keep going after it.
Oh, nice defensive play there by McCorkle. She drew Layden all the way almost to the half-court line. So Northwestern looks like they're kind of content. They're going to go with a little 5-out offense here and see if they can draw Oak Hill out and maybe find some room inside. I bet they're going to dive Bostic to the baseline here. They're just looking, I think, for Oak Hill to make a mistake.
Yeah, just working it around, and
Near has it, draws the defender, can't get it to go from 10, but she's going to, boy, she pounds that ball pretty hard after those fouls. Near, well, that's her first foul of the game. Wow, she's played hard and only gotten 1 foul.
Yes.
That's great. Great defense there by Near. Of course, Katie Neer, the senior here on the Lady Tigers. Nice move to the baseline. Kayla Roby, she's getting up there, isn't she?
Roby's got 10.
Cuts the lead to 14 again, so Oak Hill kind of staying there. Down 21 at the end of the third, so they've really cut into that. Bostic off the mark, rebound weak side. Let's see what happened on that one again. So the rebound, nice rebound on the weak side that time by Heaver. And she was able to get that rebound clean. I mean, she didn't go over the back at all. So Brittany McCorkle going to get the foul. Heaver off the mark on the first. 2:37 left here in the game.
I've really noticed that Northwestern does a nice job across the board of staying straight up when they go for rebounds. With Bostic and Layden both being 6 foot plus, you know, those are pretty easy over the back calls, but they do a nice job staying straight up for the most part.
They've been well coached.
Yes.
That's something that you can really work on in practice, and if you let them get away with that stuff in practice, then it transfers over into the games.
Yeah,
and you can tell, obviously, you know, Kathy Layden, she's got 4 state titles.
Right.
You know, she knows what she's doing.
Maybe
so,
just a little bit.
Yeah. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in to our broadcast here tonight from Northwestern High School. Steve Stricker with Ashley Moore, Phil Dean on camera for us tonight. We've got, well, what was the time there? They got the clock on to the, we're in the 4th quarter. Here it's a 54-40 Northwestern lead. It's been a great ball game throughout. Oak Hill has not given up.
No. They're such a scrappy team, and this is going to help them going into the postseason so much.
They've come back. They were down 50-29 going into the quarter, and with 2:37 left, they're down 14. So they've cut 7 off of that lead. And right now we've got Sarah Heaver at the line. She's shooting her second. Was off on her first attempt. And a little off on that one. So 0 for 2, and it stays a 14-point lead. Oak Hill can get a 2 or a 3 right here. They're going to be making Northwestern a little nervous.
Yeah. They're within striking distance, but it will be tough.
Clock is definitely not on their side with 2:20 left. They got to move fast, and they got to be efficient. Trexler from the free throw line. Little long rebound to Bostic. Gets it out to Layden. Layden's going to slow it up here. Smart play by the junior, as you would expect.
Yes.
Gets it over to the senior Neer. So a little 4 corners right now for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I anticipate.
Nice defensive play.
Whoa.
And yes, they got to see that one again. That was a great play there off the steal, and the foul. They're going to probably call that on the ground. Only 4 team fouls. 5 team fouls. It's going to be on Neer, her second. So Oak Hill baseline left, going to inbounds under their own basket. Nice play. Good defense there. Layden went down. I think an opportunity there. Westgate has kind of been quiet here in the second half.
She got really hot and then has really cooled down.
Has she scored any in the second half?
I think she's maybe got a field goal.
So here's some pressure. Minute 30 left to go. It's still a 54-40 lead here for the Lady Tigers. Been a great ball game here from Northwestern High School. As expected, the #1 team. Nice pass again. Drew the defender, passed it in to Bostic. Puts an easy bucket in, 56-40, right at a minute left here in the game. If you're a young player at home and you want to learn the point guard position, that's what you do. You draw the defender, you find the open player, there's always going to be somebody open as you draw that second defender, just like Madison Layden did on that.
Boston, her third. Team 6.
56.1 left. Bostic picks up her third. 6 team fouls. So both teams going to be in the bonus here, but we're under a minute left. A little trouble getting it inbounds. Westgate goes up strong, gets it blocked, and Oak Hill fans getting a little rowdy with that.
Little antsy.
Yeah.
Adriana Trexler. Her second.
So that's going to be a foul on Trexler with 50 seconds left, and Bostic's going to go to the other end, shooting 1-1 for the Lady Tigers. First one is good. Bostic going to get another one here from the line. Makes the score 57 to 40 with 50.5 seconds left. And Bostic converts on both, makes it an 18-point lead here with under a minute left. Trexler is going to draw the foul on Boyer. It's going to be Trexler at the line, shooting 1-1.
Team 7. Going to the line, shooting 1, and the bonus for Oak Hill. Adriana Trexler.
And she's off, and I'm going to say that went off of Bostic. So it's going to stay Golden Eagle ball there on the baseline left. Hasty's going to take it. Looking for Westgate. Going up against Bostic, and that's a strong move that time by Roby. Going to earn herself a trip to the line, shooting 2.
Team 8.
Bostic with her fourth.
Kayla Roby.
Roby converts on the first. That's the lead to 17. Good on the second. 58-42, 40 seconds left here in the ball game. Bostic rolled on that. Nice job there. She was open for a second, but Layden decided to hold it back. Little 4 corners there up top. Merrill has McCorkle on her, and then Hasty comes up. That, I don't know. That looked like it might have been a tie-up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of ball there, but they're going to get the foul call. Hasty's going to get her third. It's going to put Merrill at the line with a 1-1. Sinks the first. Lead back up to 17, 59-42, 22 seconds left in the game. Second good as well. Even 60 now for the Lady Tigers. Still in that pressure. That's
they just don't quit, but
just relentless, isn't it?
yes. Oh,
nice save. And unable to convert on that one is Roby. It's going to go out of bounds, but the clock winds down to double zeros. The final score here from Northwestern: Lady Tigers 60, Lady Golden Eagles 42. We'll take a short break here. Let Ashley total up the scoring. Get your final tally here for the girls for the night. And I want to really thank the fine folks at RD Phillip for their sponsorship of tonight's ball game here at Northwestern High School. We had Miranda on there at the halftime, and really enjoyed her visiting with us. RD Phillip, located at 1236 North Main in Kokomo. And it was a business started in 1985 by Dick and Fran Phillip. Fran and her son Rick are the current owners of the business. Rick was an Air Force veteran and served time in Desert Storm. Really appreciate his service. They do a lot of work to this day with the veterans here in the Kokomo and Howard County areas. They do janitorial supplies. They provide services to many schools, factories, churches, and businesses throughout the area, from White County all the way down to Lafayette, Indianapolis, Elwood, Peru, Logansport, and customer service is #1 at RD Phillip. Go into their store on 1236 North Main, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or you can call them during business hours. You'll get somebody there in the office. They may be a little goofy. Miranda or Amanda might answer the phone. You might have an interesting call, but you're going to get somebody on the phone. Give them a call at 765-459-0311. Ashley, you look ready.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Okay, got some final tallies here for us.
Yep, for Northwestern, again, that 1-2 punch, Layden with 23, Bostic with 21. And then we had Merrill with 8, Neer with 4, Boyer with 2, and Heaver with 4. And then for Oak Hill, Westgate 14, Trexler 7, Roby 12, McCorkle 4, Hasty 2, and Shaw 3.
All right, so your final score, once again, Northwestern 60 and Oak Hill 42. So the Lady Tigers will move to 17-2 on the season, and the Lady Golden Eagles will fall to 15-3. Like I said, we're going to have, I think we've got a game coming up at North Miami. Let me check my schedule real quick here. Between, I think it's North Miami and Oak Hill. Let me verify that for you so you guys at Oak Hill can put that on your calendars if I'm not losing my mind. North Miami, Maconaquah. Well, I thought we had something at Oak Hill. It's good TV, isn't it?
It is.
Well, we'll put. I don't see it now. I guess I thought I saw something with Oak Hill girls. We're definitely going to have coverage of the sectionals from Manchester, which Oak Hill is involved with, as is our partner school North Miami and Rochester. Those are going to be starting in the week of the 28th. I don't have the schedule there. I think a week from Sunday is the girls sectional draws. So appreciate the time. Ashley Moore on the commentary call with me. Phil Dean on the camera. Thanks to my boss Scott Sager back at RTC for letting me do this, and thanks to his boss Joe McCarter for letting him let me do this. So appreciate everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Once again, final score 60-42. Northwestern picks up the win. We're going to close things out here from Northwestern High School. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to RTC TV4. For Ashley Moore, Phil Dean, I'm Steve Stricker saying good night here from Northwestern, where the Lady Tigers pick up the win. We will see you again soon here on RTC TV4.